Hey guys, it's me, Zanisha McMath again, and I'm super excited to be bringing the family activity for this week. Now, this week, Pastor Matt preached and he talked about when we should return to God, how we should return to God, and why we should return to God. First, I'd like to explain something. The word return, what comes to mind when you think about that word? For me, I think about being away and then coming back. And so he's showing us and explaining to us how we can come back to God. So the first question he asked was, when should we return to God? Is there a time limit on when we should come back to God? No, there's not. We can come back to God right now. This is the time to come back to God. The next question he asked was, how should we return to God? Well, when we are with God, we trust in Him with our whole heart, and we have so much faith in God. And so that's how we should come back to God, with our hearts open and trusting in Him completely. Why should we come back to God? Because God loves us so, so, so much, and He wants us to be with Him. He is so gracious, and He wants us to love Him, and He loves us. That's why we should come back to God. We should want to be in His presence and want to walk with Him in our daily lives. For this week's activity, you're going to need 2 items. You want to know what those are? 2 magnets. All you need are 2 magnets. All right, guys, when you have your 2 magnets, what I would like for you to do is put them on a table. Push them together. What happens? What do you see when you push them together? They stick together. And that's us when we're with God. We are stuck to Him. We're connected with Him. And that's kind of hard to separate. You see how hard that is? Now, I want you to take one of your magnets and flip it over. Okay? Now try to push them together. What's happening? They're not sticking together, right? One magnet is being pushed away. And that is us when we turn away from God, when we turn our backs on God. We're not connected with Him. We're apart, we're separated. Now turn that magnet back over again. And this is what it looks like when we return to God. They are connected. They stick together. And that's what it looks like when we return to the Lord. So our activity today showed us what it looks like to return to God. If you feel like you're not connected with God or you've turned your back on God, it is so easy to go back and return to Him because He loves us and He wants us to return to Him because He wants us to be connected with Him as well. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I'm so glad that you were able to see it, and I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon, and have a great week.